Hello, and welcome to Environmental Science. We are going to discuss the notes for Chapter 2, Lesson 1. It's called Economics, and so we're going to discuss these as we go through them. Please make sure you're filling out your guided notes and either on paper or on the computer, and we will get those turned in as soon as we're finished, and let's get started. Supply and demand and cost benefit analysis are two of the economic concepts that greatly contribute to decision making. We'll discuss what you should be defining on another assignment, supply and demand. So you should know what those are, and you can refer back to those if you need to. Economics is not just about money. It has a lot to do with human behavior and how people interact with nature. The picture here shows about it looks like a forest being cut down. That is our human behavior. If we take care of our forest, we're going to be able to live for many, many years because of the idea of um, the trees giving off oxygen. They need our carbon dioxide, and then we get off, and then they give off, they take that in, and then they give off oxygen. So we can, if we don't take care of that, we will again be hurting ourselves. Economics is a study of how resources are converted into goods and services, and then how these services are distributed and used. If you look at goods, goods are the things like you can buy. Services are what people perform and what they do. So, like a grocery store clerk, if they're checking you out at the grocery store and they're scanning the items, that's a service that they offer. You don't have to do it yourself. The things that they are actually scanning, that's considered goods. Economics is closely tied to decisions that people make every day about their needs and wants. Remember, needs are things that we need to survive, wants are things that we would like to have and simply enjoy, such as, do we really need a phone or do we want a phone? Maybe we decide that a phone is a need, but does that mean we have to have an iPhone? No, we just want an iPhone. The amount of a product offered for sale at a given price is called supply. The amount of a product people will buy at that given price is demand. Let's look in terms of gas prices. Right now, gas prices are around anywhere from $3.90 to $4 a gallon. So our supply is there and a certain amount, but the amount that we actually buy is demand. We need that gas to actually get to work and offer the other services or get the goods out for the other things that we need. Cost benefit analysis is used by decision makers when they compare what they will sacrifice or gain by a specific action. So if you look here, we look at our benefits, which is the green section here on our picture. The cost, of course, is the red, and then we see our net benefits. So sometimes the benefits outweigh the cost. So that's when we're looking at people are designed and employed to look at the cost benefit analysis of things. All economies depend on the environment for resources and for management of waste, but these connections are often overlooked. We don't really look at those together. Many times they're looked at two separate entities or two separate things. Natural resources are the various substances and forces people need to survive, such as the sun's energy, fresh water, trees, rocks, and fossil fuels. Those are all natural resources because, of course, they come from nature. When economic activity depletes natural resources or, sorry, lost my train of thought. I apologize. When economic activity depletes natural resources or produces too much pollution, the ecological systems can be harmed. If you notice, we get too much trash, what's going to happen? We're going to run out of room to put houses. And so that's why people are starting to recycle and take care of that so that these mounds do not get so big. A new trend in economics is the recognition that suppliers of goods and services need to consider how to conserve resources and reduce harm to that environment. Because once that environment's gone, we don't get it back. Eco labeling tells consumers which brands are made with processes that do not harm the environment. So you can see this. You might find if you go to the grocery store with mom or dad or grandma, grandpa, whoever, and they're buying things, they might see the word organic on it. It means they're not using any harmful pollutants or anything to grow the item that you're looking at. All right, that is the end of 2.1 notes. Please make sure you finish those. If you need to go back in this video to get anything that you missed, please do so. Once you are finished, you may turn in your notes and move on with the next assignment. Have a great day.